Facebook, YouTube. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with everybody? I'm here uh at Prime Rib uh Depot. Yeah, buddy. Just trying out a new something. I gotta get my mic. I get my mic working. Come up here. Better quit messing with it because spend every time I touch it, something happens and I lose connection. When I lose connection, I get this weird clicking and it's just very strange to say the least. So if I scoot under, maybe I can get closer. But so what's everybody gonna do today on July 4th? Today is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday to my mom, Dolores. She's 75 years old. She from Forest City, Arkansas. She a good old country girl. I call her old country because she old and she country. She been old and country her whole life. That's one thing about black folks from down south. They be old and country even before they old. They definitely country. She was one of, I don't know, I think it was like 15, 16, 17 of them. When I say I got a lot of cousins, trust me, I got a lot of cousins. Unbelievable amount of cousins. Thousands. I say at least 1,000 cousins. Not 1,000, couple hundred. Like 100. I know, shoot, at least 50 cousins by name, pretty much. Like we used to have family reunions and it wasn't nothing to have 50 of us in town at one time. It used to be 8, 9, 10 people staying in my house. And I had one, two, three. I had two aunts and an uncle, and they would house a couple people, and then the ones that was in hotels. And this is I mean, summertime. My Uncle Willie, hell, I think he had 6, 7, 8 kids himself, and they would all come. They'd all come stay at our house. Uncle Willie would stay with my grandma and the boys, Derek, Keith, Brian. They'd stay at our house, and then Daryl and Craig, they'd stay with my aunt Gertha or in a hotel somewhere. I mean, when they was young enough to have to stay with somebody, and then when they got older, they brought their wives and their children and stayed in hotels. And they come from Chicago, Markham, a lot. Like I see my Uncle Willie like every other weekend. In the summertime, it was like almost seemed like he'd come for a week or two. Whenever he was off work, he'd come up here. So yeah, I'm just on here, man. Popped up, see what everybody up to, doing nothing. I mean, I've been off work for a whole week doing absolutely nothing. Yep, doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So even now, just feeling bored and um, frankly, I feel drained, like exhausted. Frankly, I feel drained. I think I'm gonna pay for Evie Mux today because Evie Mux will give me my best. What's the name? The best platform for what I do for what I need to be done. I feel like I'm sitting lower than I need to be, and like I'm reaching for my microphone. Uh, I gotta. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and get this boom arm too, because I need it. Actually, I'm gonna have to put my mic stand back up. I'll probably just put it over here so it's coming from the other way. I had it before over here, and I got my keyboard now. So, um, yeah, just you see what it say? Trust Yahweh. Today is 4th of July, 2025. So happy that my mom is alive. Another year for my mom being on the earth. Can't spell. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I'm bored. I just had a complete brain. My brain just shut down. Yeah. I'm probably gonna check out a video. Let's see what's going on today. Let's go over to here, share the screen, and we're going to bring on some YouTube. This is final notice with Othniel Penn. This is not my video. I'm watching the video. Just interested in watching it. Nothing special. It's not mine's. Fair use is in play. I'm gonna have to stop it and make a comment because it's not my video. I'm not trying to take over his video because he owns the right to it. So shout out to Othniel Penn and final notice evictions.
We have to wait for the guy to get with the key. Cause I told Mario, let me know when 30 minutes. You know, tell me nothing.
Yes, you know.
You don't tell me nothing.
Vamos a agarrar lonche. Nomás vamos a mirar esta casa.
You don't tell me nothing. Get that ham off there. That wasn't cool. Yeah, I'm in the living room with laundry. It's the studio. That's Beyond Bars Music Group studio. So y'all don't mind your business.
Yeah, I got a locksmith on the way.
Oh, I could say I might could call them and see if they had the key.
Oh, no, we'll get in. I'm just checking, waiting on the locksmith.
amigo.
Yeah, the back door was open.
Mira, oye, ahí hablamos.
They breaking stuff. But they're not a moving company. They're an eviction company.
Yeah, just put it right. Put it on the street. Yeah, right there. That's good.
Come on, Oafnell. We're gonna skip through
That's
till we
just
get
enough.
interested.
I have something to do.
That made it easy.
Made it real easy.
Hey, I didn't mean to come across as a smart ass.
Oh no, I didn't take it that way.
Alright, because I mean, I've been here 35 years and they broke the post on my fence back here. They caught it on fire. I mean, you know, and I'm just tired of it.
Well, how long they been here?
About almost 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah. And then, you know, the house is falling down. You know, we painted it back probably about 25 years ago. And, you know, done some work and some friends of ours had bought it.
I don't know why my video
They
froze
moved
up.
out, and there's been, I can't tell you how many people have been in and out of this house.
Right.
You know, and then when the Mexicans moved in, oh Lord Jesus.
Not the Mexicans.
I don't know how many vans they had parked back there in the back. Loud music. They all slept back there in them vans. And in this front room,
Cartel coming to get her.
they had, I know, 30 beds piled up in there. Cribs, beds, mattresses. You wouldn't believe it. My husband, you know, we fought with them all the time. You know, knocked our fence down, like I said, and the last people, they just, I don't know. And then when I realized he caught my fence on fire back there,
How do you catch your fence on fire?
in the burn barrel, and I had all them gas cans sitting next to the fence,
Right.
and a spark hit them, and then one of my pieces of panel back there, I went over there because I got a busted pole where they hit it, you know. And of course, I've got a new a post to go in, and then I noticed
She gonna
that
tell him
he
her
caught my
whole
fence
life.
on fire. You know, I thought, damn man, enough's enough. You know, we're retired folks. We don't have no extra money.
Right.
You know, but of course I know my fence is old, but I take care of it. You know.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know.
Well, you got looking nice over here, real nice.
I had a pond right here and I took it out because I had hip problems. I couldn't get down in there and clean it no more. So I took it out. Like I say, we've been here a long time, you know. But I don't know what got into them. I paid him to paint my house. You see, my house never got painted. One side got painted. But,
You didn't pay them in advance, did you?
yes,
Oh.
That's what you
I
get.
know. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I got out here yesterday and picked up whiskey bottles, beer cans, all up and down the fence. It's just,
So did they own this house?
no, they had been renting it for about 10 years. And, you know, they kept complaining about the roofs falling in. The porch was pitiful.
Right.
Leaking.
Sound like she living next door to people that just don't care about nothing. That's the one thing I like where I live at. People around me are pretty nice. Actually, they're actually really, really nice. Speaking of that, I got to go across the street and let my neighbor's dogs out because that's what we do. People go on vacation. Somebody around here watch their dogs. because it's expensive to put a dog in a shelter, and then you don't know how your dog's being treated. So, yeah.
In the kitchen, I think it's leaking in this living room part. You know, they complained all the time, and nobody would come fix it. And then the woman, I think her name's Miss Margaret, she was down at the court with them, and she said that they refused to do anything to this house. So they told me it had been sold 5 times since they've lived there.
Right.
So, and now, I don't know who's got it, but I know they got some work to do on it. It's just
Yeah, they're gonna have to come in. The people that have it now.
nail there.
This is getting boring.
Yeah, and then he told me, Miss Jean.
Glad they did the smart thing about.
The porch because they were doing it at night, probably.
Right.
Because I see
exactly
the
what
porch clean now.
Right. Yeah, they just snuck on out. Probably didn't want nobody to know.
Yeah, they will. They cut trees for a living. They used to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they some black. All of them crazy. Yeah. They probably come to it later on this evening.
Right.
A regular red truck. Well,
Hey, how you doing?
How you
they
doing,
look
sir?
for a black male around here taking stuff from people.
Huh?
There's a black male around taking stuff.
Baseball cap on.
White shirt.
Say he actually live in this area.
Oh, yeah?
Glasses.
Yeah, he said somebody taking stuff.
There you go, Pluck.
No, that ain't nothing. Them
I think
tires,
they
so
messing
hard
with
to get
dude.
tires. I see the city put up about 200 of them on Howell. They had it stacked on a bridge.
Yeah, I seen
They
it.
had so many tires, they went down in that gas. We did a dump truck like that.
Yeah, you have to have them because the city won't even pick them up.
Yeah, the city had to get them because they had them lined up from here all the way down to the red car.
Right.
Stacked up. Somebody they had the city.
Somebody just dropped them out.
Yeah, they were.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if they come through here and just sit them
they
tires,
gonna get.
they won't pick them up.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And now they finished next year in July. They going up on your garbage.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. But them tires,
I think they're in Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know, but this is about to put me to sleep. Usually it's more interesting, but we're going to keep riding because you never know what Othniel Penn.
I need to get me a machine and prevent it, but they city got the
You know,
buy.
when Firestone went here, you didn't have that problem. When they was making tires over there.
Yeah.
The city got that money can do that though, but that's too much money for them to.
Well, every once in a while they do that.
Yeah.
They buy them.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard them do that in a while.
Nah, they ain't. But them money, they'll be sitting outside the street for a long time. They gonna come to the garbage thing.
Well, I might try to get them to cover it. See, if you cover it
when they pick it up.
and they just come in and grab it, you can get them to get it, without them knowing.
Yeah.
If you have it covered, have it in the right stuff. But if you have it just sitting like what they're doing right there, they ain't gonna pick them up.
They ain't gonna pick it up.
I just wonder how long that shit gonna fit.
Well, here's another thing. Your just like you just said, your fee is in the utilities. So if they come out and see them utilities off, they're not gonna pick it up.
Oh, they gonna get it because I'm gonna call in on that.
Well, it depends. Everything just depends. You get some people who can go by the law. They come back here and they don't see them utilities on.
Yeah.
They- they-
most in general, when we call in, they'll come back and get it.
Yeah.
Cause we'll give the garbage man a chance to come through. And then after he come through, the truck will come through to pick up stuff. And if they leave it in, we'll call in and they'll come back and get it.
He went to powwow because a lot of times they'll find.